And just like how our defense played against the Baltimore Ravens last week, I'm still sick. I hate it here, and I want to go home. We have the Buffalo Bills and the LA Chargers up next. Winning that Baltimore Ravens game 19-16 was definitely a huge matchup, as of course the Baltimore Ravens are still, even after that loss, by far the number one seed. If we wanted a chance to get that first round bye, anyone wants that chance. Really, teams need to beat them, and we were obviously one of them. The Buffalo Bills also been winning a lot lately, so they might be on track to steal this division from us as well. I will say, though, the entire conference, for the most part, isn't really off to a great start. As you can see, as of right now, 7th seed is 4-4. Which is crazy because the Jets are also 4-4, yet they're the 10th seed. So while the wins aren't super high, it is also still technically a very close race. Of course, they're showing Ramondre Stevenson struggled to meet his goals he and his team set this week. He missed it by 3 yards. He had 122 rushing. That is a good game. I don't care what anyone says. That's a good game. Let's move on to Week 10 against the Buffalo Bills. This could already be... Is this already our final divisional matchup? Like, I think we might have played everyone twice already. I think this is the final matchup already. And it is. After Week 10, we have no divisional matchups, which is crazy because it's such a tight, conference alone, let alone division. And we don't get to play anyone to, decide anything until, the playoffs, really. But let's take a look at the players of the week. The Texans clearing out 2. The Cowboys with Nick Bolton. We almost got him. Am I glad we didn't get him, by the way? Because our inside of the field is actually pretty bad. We really should have tried even more to get Nick Bolton. And then Michael Penix, pretty good game, actually. And let's take a look at our team in case you're new to the series, which after hearing my voice here, you're probably like, yeah, that's enough for me. See you later, buddy. Promise, when I'm not sick anymore, it'll only be worse. Of course, Patton, big play down the field. He's been okay. He's been pretty good for a rookie, I suppose. But we got to change these captains as well. But no touchdowns. We have 415 for yards, 1 touchdown. We got to get more. I suppose we're just not scoring touchdowns in general. As Ramondre Stevenson, 800 rushing yards, 3 rushing touchdowns. Onwenu's back, which is awesome. Offensive line getting a little bit healthier, and then defensively, we see the squad, which I gotta say, they played pretty well last week, but outside of last week, they have not been super great. So, definitely hoping that they can continue to step up, because our offense sure as hell isn't. We're throwing too many interceptions still, and I really don't know what the problem is. Last second bad decisions defensively. They're taking advantage every step of the way, but yeah, it's not great at times. Looking at the offense or the injuries. Cobb will be back next week, which is great because, the DT spot, it's thin right now. We definitely can get away with another injury or two, but we would be super thin if we did. So, Roy Cobb, really need him back, especially as he's a rookie, kind of wasting his season a little bit. Justin Palmer, obviously, Karras is a pretty good center, but once again, if he gets injured, then we're down to, backups again, and then obviously Jalen Polk. He'll be back really late. If we really put in the work with him, maybe he can still get to 1,000 yards. It'll be a lot of effort, though, but we'll try. The Buffalo Bills, we kind of already know what they look like, but we'll quickly run through their team, and hopefully we do that on the field as well. Josh Allen, obviously, super athletic, good at throwing, great throw power, very good accuracies. James Cook, super athletic, good juke ability. Wide receivers, Keon Coleman always, puts up a big play against us one way or another. They need another wide receiver, though. Shakir, and Pierce, they can do stuff, but, you double-team Keon Coleman, and you're looking pretty good. Dalton Kincaid, though, that is a guy that he gets open. He makes plays. Spencer Brown, the massive tackle. Kenyon Green is all right. McGovern's pretty good. Stover, the rookie, is high potential. Weeder, he's actually really good overall already. Greg Rousseau's amazing. Will McDonald's all right. Ed Oliver and Roberts, they're pretty good, actually. Left outside linebacker, Donald is fast enough. Vereen is super fast. And then Milano is amazing. Cornerbacks, the speed for corner 2 is not super great, but they are very good corners. More zone coverage than man coverage, which, weirdly enough, we actually struggle with more than man coverage, because zone coverage, the guys just jump in front of everything. Free safety is not that great, though. And then Bishop, Obviously, very athletic with really good zone coverage, on par to be one of the better safeties in the entire league. But here we are with our weekly strategy, total yards 7. They're, kind of middle of the pack for each respective style, but number 7 in total yards, points per game 13th, which is, it's pretty good. 25.6 points per game is pretty good. Short, middle, I kind of agree, so we're going to defend short. And then what they do well on defense is just play consistently. They're a bend, don't break type of defense, it seems. Maybe even better than that because their yards allowed and points allowed aren't even that bad. But they don't take the ball away. So they're very conservative, which I don't know what to do with this because running outside, unless we're going right to Will McDonald every time, probably isn't viable with Greg Rousseau. And then inside, their DTs are actually built to stop the run more than pass rush. So I guess we throw short, defend short. That's going to be the plan. The division showdown on Monday night prime time. We have Drake May, 19 touchdowns, 6 interceptions, 2,200 yards, and wearing the, it's weird because it's only 2019, but the classic Patriots uniforms, if you will. And, of course, the Bills coming out with some 2000s uniforms, which is definitely a bit further back. Obviously, a team that, on paper, actually looks really good. They're 5-3 like us, so obviously some things have gone astray. Not saying 5-3 is bad, but when you look at both of these rosters, specifically theirs, you expect even better than that, right? Like, you expect no more than, like, a loss or two, which, 3 is only one more, but still, you would think teams like this would, be able to stand out from the crowd of really mediocrity, mediocrity. It looks like the NFC side is the better of the two sides. A bunch of 4-4s on this side of the conferences, and really the only team that's kind of separating win-loss by a lot is really the Ravens, who we just beat. So, wow. And then I talk about the NFC, and the Bears are 1-8 down there. But, yeah, it's a huge matchup. No more games against the division rivals. No more games against the Bills specifically, who are, the second strongest-looking team in this division. You win the game like this, and you get yourself a pretty big lead in the division race here, and the Bills really can't do anything to catch up. As long as we win our games out, you win a game like this, and you control your own destiny. So let's take a look at Josh Allen. Numbers very similar to Drake May. A little more interceptions, but also probably, I can't even say a little more rushing yards, because Drake May's got some rushing numbers too. We're going to start out with 4 receivers out and see if they want to run the ball. We got Dial on the inside, and they're going to throw quickly to Shakir, who gains 4. Making a business decision here on 2nd and 6. Showing her hand with a blitz, but I'm still bringing it. Can't get over there, and they're going to throw to the outside. Dalton Kincaid gets pushed out of bounds, but a first down. I got to go full on announcer mode because my voice it's killing me, dude. Let's see, Marte Mapu, who's made a couple of plays. Unfortunately, normal dev, his ceiling is kind of reached. Can't get out there. And underneath, nobody there. Huge hit, but it's going to be a first down again. No pressure on Josh Allen yet. And the worst part is, even if you do pressure him, he could easily slip away from it. Although Dalton Kincaid is injured. Looks like it's not going to be a major injury, maybe some cramping, but still, that's a massive target coming out of the field, coming off the field, who is, already getting involved. Running back's kind of open, drag. We're getting burned by the backup tight end now, Colby Parkinson, to the 33-yard line. The fact that they can do this while we're defending run and not even care about the run because they're not running the ball is definitely scary. And it's going to be a screen pass. We are not there. That's a huge play for Cook. Yet another first down. No defense in sight. I don't know what you want from us. We're just playing crap. Oh, they're going to run the ball. We finally did something, sort of. 2-yard gain only. Still a gain. We're going to be bringing Beasley back as the deep safety. Oh, the zig. And he's going to throw it over the middle, and Gamble's going to get beat. The backup tight end getting involved now. 2 catches with a touchdown for Colby Parkinson on this drive. The Bills made that look way too easy. Just the cleanest pocket ever, even with a blitz. Jelani Tavai, he just blocks himself. And you really can't blame the DBs for that. There's just no pressure. Again, Harper on the return. Bolden, pretty good block. And we're going to go for it all on the edge. And we do get a lot of it. Harper! Huge return to the 40-yard line. Great vision. Pretty good seal blocks. Thought Harper would have the speed to finish it all, but still, that's a great return. Already basically in scoring range just off of 1 kick return. That's definitely a start. You're going to go play action. It's got the long side to potentially throw to the running back if we need to. And we're not going to be able to get that ball off. We're going to fumble instantly. And Drake May hops right back onto it. I got to see what happened here. Did we drop back too far, or did the offensive line just give up right away yet again? Nope, that's the offensive line. I mean, we're still in play action animation here, and we would have had Patton too. The safety jumps it, but not quick enough. Would have got that ball out sooner. Douglas going down, getting a lot of that yardage back. If we can even at least get the field goal back, that'd be great. It sucks having to think so, like, conservatively, but 2nd and 22 is, I mean, that's a huge hole to climb out of. And we can't even get the ball off, even though we sprint right away. Oh, my God, this offensive line. We start with the ball at the 40-yard line, and we don't score. That is crazy bad. See what this punt's like. Oh, and it's going to go into the end zone, dude. I mean, I thought I had that way outside, and it's going to be a 24-yard punt. Worth it. First drive, really no resistance, if we're going to be honest, and our offense doesn't even keep their defense onto the field for long. And outside's wide open. Cook just runs away from Gonzalez. We chase him down with Dial to the 37-yard line. We look terrible. Dalton Kincaid's also back in. And I can't get over there. I hesitated for a second, ran back out, and Dalton Kincaid still just out-accelerated us. We got to bring mid. Like, there's no defense right now. We got to bring something that's going to just get in there instantly. And even then, we might not get there. And perfect throw while pressure to the outside for 11. Josh Allen's going to put up a historic game today. Come on, run that ball. To the outside. That's a touchdown. Marte Mapu shouldn't even be in man coverage against Peterson, fairness, but gets absolutely torched. And I don't care. I'm going to be run committing here. First down, I don't care. I don't want to anymore. Call timeout. Back to the run commit. And good teamwork. Okay, hopefully this timeout actually, plays a factor. All right, this is not good. We got Cook. And Josh Allen's going to run. We don't even get a hit on him, and that's touchdown number 2 for Buffalo. 2 for 2 on drives. Buffalo Bills are flawless so far. Patton one-on-one. We have seen this work before. And that ball is not as good as it was last week. Drops it. Don't get me wrong. It wasn't as good of a ball, but it's still catchable. That is still in the realm of possibility. Good throw. Patton going to gain about 20 on that play. Let's try to get to the run game, which I can't because they've got 5. We could still run it, but there's just no point. Yeah, I had to hand that off. Good job, Ramondre. They had that perfectly covered, but we still get away with it, gain of 5. Moving the ball for once. That's a perfect play by the linebacker, but Douglas still holds on for a manageable 3rd and inches. 3 seconds before the second quarter. Do I hike him? I quick hike him. They weren't expecting it. Ramondre gets the first down. Into the second quarter, 41-yard line, first down. We really need a touchdown now. The Bills are not going to allow this to get to field goals. Running the ball back left. Pretty good job here. Nice spin move. Ramondre gains about 13. Looking for Patton on that corner. Looks like zone coverage, though, so I can't imagine he'll be open. Douglas. It took me so much willpower not to pitch that ball back to Stevenson. 4-yarder. Going to be running the ball here on 2nd and 6. I think they're giving us a little bit of room here. And they are. We're going to outrun our whole line there, though. Stevenson powering forward to the 9. I will say their run defense is looking beatable, if you will. Can we streak Faulkner, see if anyone drops? They do kind of drop. There's Patton. Touchdown, Patton. Beautiful. I think Faulkner, he was just too much action for them to leave, and because of that, Patton just slips right in there, and we got on the board with a touchdown. Huge. Talk about Patton not having many touchdowns. We step in, deliver a throw, kind of spin him backwards. Not really a good decision there, but I suppose harder to drop the ball if he hits you in, kind of the backside area rather than hitting you in the ball hand. Now the question is, can the defense actually force a stop? As of right now, we have looked pretty bad. We've been giving them, everything. Oh, wow, what a throw. He right foot is out, though. How do you defend that? That's a perfect throw. I also don't think it was incomplete. We're at home, so don't show the replay, but that should be a completion. Little pre-snap motion. Got to be careful, that kind of stuff. Over the middle, yep. Couldn't switch the right guy, and that's going to be a touchdown, Alec Pierce. I can't believe they switched me to the wrong player. And the Bills will score another touchdown. Look at how perfectly they picked his blitz up as well. I mean, you've got Dial wrapping around, and the running back just picks him up like it's nothing. We try to get back there, can't. And I can't believe Jabril misses the tackle. Harper on the return already had a pretty good run earlier. Been slowed down since, but gets to the 30-yard line. That's all you can really ask for. I mean, the craziest part is there's still 6 minutes left in this half. Run the ball to the right. Bouncing it hard to the left. Gains 2. The real hope with something like that is that you get, you know, a couple of blocks that just seal you free. That's a really good throw. Great route by Douglas. Massive crosser to the 42. There's going to be the, you know, type of game we're going to have to play. Fearless, and we're going to have to be airing this thing out. We'll go to Douglas, who's just been great for us. 5 for 49 in the first half. Kind of massive for a slot wide receiver. Go route. I don't really like Baker there, so we're going to cut in. Throw to Faulkner, who holds on for 3. Trustworthy fella. We're kind of baiting them out into bringing these many running backs, but we're going to throw this ball. And Drake May, a little predetermined, but I like the way the lineup was there. I felt like we could get that, and we did. I don't like the pass play here. I don't think corners is really that good. We set that up nicely with Ramondre, who will get the first down. Don't know if we can waste the clock here, but I'm going to try. The plan at first was really just to try and get 2 scores here, you know, score quick enough. But with this little bit of clock left, I think it's worth trying to, you know, finish the half out with this drive. I don't think we have the time to do anything else. I really don't know if I want to run the ball here, but I'm going to. And Stevenson makes it worthy enough. Another 4 yards, 3rd and 2. With the 2-minute warning here, looking okay for a chance to actually, you know, waste that clock like we said. Got the double drag look. I want to run this ball, but I think they're ready for it. Douglas. I mean, yeah, I think you have to take the touchdown. I hate it. Don't get me wrong. I hate going in there when, you know, the plan was to waste the clock, but with the way we've played on offense, touchdowns are not guaranteed. We already have more touchdowns here in this first half than we had all of last game. So, I mean, if you have the touchdown, I think you take it. I think if that's later in the game, if that's the 4th quarter, maybe you don't. But since it's early, you know, the Bills still have time to make mistakes. I think you get those points when they're there. And I'm going to need you to step up, Gonzalez. There's no way he doesn't see that coming. Oh, my God, brother. That's actually ridiculous. Like, how are we not seeing that? Like, it's so obvious. Running back's open. And we're not going to get out there. We get there with Jelani. Still gains a yard, though. We're trusting our coverage. And I like the blitz odds here. Little swing pass. And that's a great defensive play. Do I call a timeout? I don't think I do. I don't think that's smart. I think you're coming with the all-out again. I think the overload on this side. And he's in trouble! He doesn't get taken down, though. But he goes out of bounds. It's even better. To the 50, and now our other DT, Roberson's injured. Good defensive play for once. The blitz with that off that edge, thankfully somebody contained his rollout, was enough to get him uncomfortable, and he had to run away. Oh, wow. It's actually Gamble going rogue. And if he didn't go rogue there, that would have potentially been, yeah, we're late to the spot with Jelani. Nah, actually, Uche saves the day. Can't believe he didn't bring him down, though, but yeah, Gamble going rogue saved the hell out of that. And, of course, they're going to pin us deep. I mean, I don't want to do anything too crazy because we're only at our 5-yard line, but, you know, we'll try to feel it out a little bit. If we can get one breakaway play for even like 15-20, maybe we give it a go. And thankfully, Roberson is all right, but we're still going to put in Logan Hall for now. And I got to say, screen pass even is risky here. We've been giving up, like, free rushers. We get that ball out there. Oh, our guy misses hard. We do get out of bounds, though, for 7. If I can move Stevenson to the other side of the field, though, I like our odds. Why is he going all the way out, though? Okay. To the tight end who holds on. I guess we'll call a timeout. We only got out of there 13 yards. But I suppose it's enough for us to, you know, maybe give it a try. And widely overthrown. I did hold it a little long because I wanted to make sure that ball got out of bounds, but yeah, it's a bad release. And after that throw, coach tried to get us to run the ball. He's like, yeah, nah, dude. Let's get out of here. Wide open Patton. Oh, that's actually Baker. Huge play to the 33. 11 seconds left. The game plan's changed a little bit. So we can get Douglas just sitting there to throw off that corner. Oh, what a tapper to the 50. Goes out of bounds. Beautiful play. Getting points here would be so massive. I don't really need this play action. Let's see what we got. Patton holds on, gets out of bounds at 34. That'll give us a chance at the field goal. 51 yards out from our own 5. What a drive. Joey Sly will nail it. What a drive that was, just to get a couple of points. We're down 4. We were down 21-7 at one point. Nice little climb back. Very safe, very consistent. And just like that, you know, we're being cautious, but taking the chances when they're there. You know, we're doing what we can. You know, as open as somebody is, we'll take them. Not forcing anything too much. Looking across the league, where's our opponents? Jets do lose to Seattle. Miami, I don't see Miami. They might have had a bye week. I do not see Miami. Baltimore wins against the Chiefs. That's a massive game. Talking about the Ravens, who are the #1 seed right now by a couple of games, and they beat a really solid Chiefs team to extend that lead in the conference. Everyone else, you know, it's a lot of 4-4, 5-3, 4-5 type of teams. So it's really hard to tell, like, who do we care the most to win or lose as of right now. We need that to settle a little bit more, but yeah, that's a massive game for the Baltimore Ravens to win there. Looking at some of the highlight plays, obviously Josh Allen scrambling. We almost get there. They don't give us the hit because we're a little late. Josh Allen with the play action. Little pump fake as well. And obviously Alec Pierce down the field, giving us the wrong player. But in general, Jabril Peppers missing the tackle was massively bad. And I suppose it started to work a little bit. We throw it short. And, I mean, they're still playing short. So I got to defend short. On the return goes Harper. And we're going to run that into the open lane again. Harper, I tried to cut it, didn't give it to me, but still to the 43, another really good return. They keep showing Ramondre Stevenson. It's like they know that we know that it's Ramondre half. Oh, it's not when our guys don't block. Ramondre getting tackled by his own guy better than their guys. Gains 3 at least. In the zone, Ramondre Stevenson's crazy. The way they're defending this, if Faulkner just sits there, should be some yardage. Yep, wide open. Turns upfield. Gains about 9. See if Faulkner wants to get open. We should have taken it, maybe. Drake May gets away, though. Picks up the block, and Drake May's on his way. Oh, the way to the 43. Try to slide. A little late, but holds onto the ball. Massive first down on the scramble. Multiple times now I've talked about how I see Drake May as, you know, a little bit less trucky of a of a Josh Allen. Our own guy, once again, taking us down, but we gain 3. Corner routes, let's see how they want to play this. And drag Stevenson in case it's zone coverage. He pushes inside. Good catch by Ramondre, who gets the first down to the 11. Don't want to do anything too crazy because obviously a field goal, you know, puts it into still a realistic one-possessioner. Oh, Ramondre finding some room, trying to power through to the 3. Putting it in the fresh back. Keaton Mitchell. Cut back in for the touchdown. Beautiful agility. And we're going to take the lead. Really, really impressive drive. I mean, the way we, 3 and out to right away, it was like, oh, God, this Bills team is going to cook us alive. And they're doing pretty well still, but we're leaving the inside open. Oh, I thought we had the bait. He throws it over to the running back, though. Huge hit. Still holds on. Josh Allen having a great game. 3-yarder, forcing a 2nd and 7. Beasley going against Cook. And it's going to be a screen pass, and he doesn't throw it there because he's seen we had it. He throws it to the left. Perfect coverage. They lose 3. We're bringing 6. I don't know how to feel about this. Short out. Get him there. Good tackle, Gonzalez. Josh Allen panics a little bit with the pressure and forces a quick throw. It's going to be a punt. The crazy part is they actually picked it up pretty well. We have freaking Josh Uche or whoever Josh Uche rubbing up against Roberson. Good job by Gonzalez, though, who's kind of struggled this game. Covers 2 people there, realistically. And it was still enough to scare Josh Allen into an early decision. Good spin move, gets us past the 20. Come back to the play action that really set us up negatively early in the game. And we just don't have the line for play action. That's crazy. Literally can't even get enough time to, have a chance, let alone read the field. Patton, tough hands behind him, but what a catch. First down, Patton. Looking like a poor man's Julio right now, which is, not a bad thing to have. You got the brokest man's Julio, and that's still a good receiver. I'm going to take Baker inside. Tries to break it inside. We would have had some room with those blockers. First down. Go to the screen pass. I kind of want to run the ball because they're kind of away from this. As we're going to bounce it all the way. Ramondre running through a player. Still fighting, gains 14. Still the #1 running back in the NFL. I mean, I don't like the way we're running right into them here, so I'm not going to. And that could be picked. What a try by both sides there. Patton kind of came off his break late. They brought the blitz, and I was like, you know what? Let's get rid of this ball quickly to our, well, best wide receiver. And there goes Ramondre, showing off some speed. Trying to stiff arm Bishop, does to the 20-yard line. Over 100 in the game, and it's not even the fourth. Not even overthinking it. It's just the way they're playing on defense. You know, I'm kind of like, hey, let's not run into their pile. And this time we'll have to, as Ramondre is going to lose us in the zone potentially. Still in the zone. We love to see it. Comeback route for Patton. I mean, they're kind of off on him. We're going to take Douglas. He's wide open. And he fights for the first down. But the problem is it's at the 10-yard line, first and goal. Get the sweep. I mean, if you get the guy not seeing this. Like I said, Douglas! End zone. The sweep finally works into the fourth quarter and into the end zone for the 2-possession lead. Finally, we get a block off that edge. Faulkner does a great job, and we will take the 2-possessioner. Problem is, the Bills have shown that they can score very quickly and consistently, so got to try and avoid giving up points. It's a good push outside. This game's about 4. It's good defense. Really don't like man coverage here at all. Can I switch? Oh, God. Oh, he had an end zone shot there. Good defense by Jabril. I really wish we could bring even more than this. Even though we're really not even bringing this because the safeties are so deep. Why do we have nobody on this tight end? To the outside. We force him into another early throw. It's 4th and 1. You got to go for it. They're lined up over center. We're going to bring the heat, but we're going to drop Jabril here. We're going to make sure that, yeah, I was about to say, going to make sure we don't give up a touchdown, which we might still do that. Damn, dude, we still gave it up. It's 4th and 1. You got to assume tush push, QB sneak, inside handoff, and nope, it's a play action, and we don't get there in time. Touchdown, Dalton Kincaid. And I'll say, not even a play action, but a lot of time to throw. And there we go. Patton, damn, we did not have the smoothness on that run. It was a slick little try. Didn't work out, though. Big play like that would have put them in a really bad spot. Running to the left. Sneeze, I can't see. Oh, my God. I'm blind. 5-yarder for Stevenson. Oh, no. Injury to Faulkner's wrist is messed up. Okay, he's on the sideline. Yeah, I was about to say, messed up wrist. I don't know if I would be slamming my helmet. Do you think like a Tony Romo would go into the booth with sick? Is that a thing people do? And we can't get the ball off him. We went right to the DT. That was scary. Baker, quick throw. I mean, if they're not on this right away, this could be a play. We're going to trust Ramondre 1-on-1, who can't get it. I think you play... I don't know if I play this aggressively, actually. Let's see how they play stick. They are pressing up here. Lazard. Screw it. Patton. Wide open Patton. What a play. He's becoming a true #1. 4th and 3, but I mean, the way they played on offense, you're basically like saying, well, here you go. You control the game now, buddy. Take Douglas again. Defensive lineman dropping off. We gain 9. They're number 4 ranked sack team. They've had 1 today, but they have a lot of pressure. So yeah, I might only say 1, but they still basically have, you know, the equivalency of a bunch of sacks. And Ramondre fighting for a few first down. They're not going to give a first down there. What? And you know what? It's so late in the game. I think you give it a chance. You challenge that. I don't know how that's not a first down, dude. How is this not a first down? Clearly had enough. And they will reverse it. Don't walk through life accepting what others are saying is true if you know it's not. Especially if it's an NFL ref. As Ramondre fights, gets a little help from Roberts for 5. 17 rushes for 118 on the game for Stevenson. Going to run Mitchell left, 2nd and 5. Oh, no. Try to juke move because they just let him go in free. We lose 4. All right, screen pass time. If you get this first down, Ramondre, you're a freaking legend. And he gets completely just assaulted. That'll be a field goal. 4 minutes left, and we're only going to be up 6. If we even hit it. Kind of got ahead of ourselves a little bit there, but yeah. There we go. 6-point game, but they have all the time in the world. Bringing some players off the edge there. See if we can get in. It's going to be a run. Damn good decision. They really haven't run the ball much at all today. Be a hell of a drive to do it on, I'll tell you that much. Still covering the inside with Jelani. Be nice if we could actually get to the QB, though. Aw, no way, dude. Colton Kincaid beating another DB. No pressure at all, either. You almost wonder, do you just put Mack in? Swat, no. Behind him, holds on. Of course he does. There's no way he should hold on to that. I'm going to be bringing the blitz. He's got time. Oh, Uche, what a play. Is he hurt? He's kind of holding his hand there like he threw his hand at the helmet. He is not injured. Not going to fall for this twice. It's actually going to be a run. And Jelani Tavai tries, but they still get the first down. 2-minute warning from the 37-yard line. The Bills, this is going perfectly for them. We're defending the short pass because, honestly, at this point, I wouldn't even hate them getting a touchdown early. I mean, nice hit. I was about to say all day to throw, as usual. Like, it doesn't even feel like it's worth blitzing. Like, even with the blitz, we don't get anybody. Pretty good coverage. Right into the coverage sack of Barmore. 3rd and 19. We're playing a little bit of coverage. I think you QB contain because that's really where the issue is. If he scrambles out for a big play. Get over there! And he holds on. Wow, what a throw. Oh, this is not going well, dude. 3rd and 19, we give it up. I mean, what are the odds? I'm just going to bring the man press man. And he's in trouble. He will take the sack. Good hit. Is that Barmore again? I'm just going to continue to run man coverage. It's not been great for us, but it's been better. And what a play by us. Really good bait. I'm going to call a timeout here. I don't know how this is going to work for them, but I can tell you this. They're not going to lose because they run out of time. Please get up there. It's a good tackle. I don't know what to do. 4th and 3. The clock is draining. That timeout seemingly does nothing. Maybe it even hurt us. Inside, all the way down to the 5. Last timeout used. I don't like this. Going against a mobile quarterback in a situation like this, too. They have all the time in the world. And he's going to run. And we're... Okay. Josh Allen, super confident. Wants to waste more clock before he scores a touchdown, I guess. That's something. And like we said, perfect throw. 15 seconds left. This is a joke. Our defense is so bad. Come on, get the block, Booth. No block. 15 seconds left, 2 timeouts. Very smart that we called a timeout, I think. And even though I like our return game, we're going to kneel this down. We had to get up a good freaking 30-some yards. Probably going to go to Patton quick on this. See how they want to play this. And it's been kind of our bread and butter. Drops it. Of course. I don't know what you want from me there, you know? Strip drops it. Douglas on the corner route. Patton, that's a great throw. Go down to the 40. What a play. 57-yarder. No chance to ice us. Can we be clutch for once? I think that's the angle. I think that's the accuracy. With a little bit of wind to the right, I think that's good. All right. That's pretty good. 57. Hits it. We're clutch. Patton, what a play. Patton is wide receiver 1. Until Polk's back. He's still really good, though. We got ourselves a real one. What a game from the rookie. Drake May, of course. What a game from him as well. Joey Sly, clutch kicking. Before each half ended, we came away with 2 clutch field goals that were not easy to hit. 51 and 57 with a little bit of pressure, especially right there at the end. Defense really did not do its job. They did enough to give us a chance with a couple of stops, but when we needed the stops, they were not coming up with them. Clutch recovery. Oh, it wasn't even Drake May. It was Lazard, I think, that recovered that. The defense was terrible, but the offense was on points. No turnovers. Really only had one turnover-worthy play, in my opinion. Drake May, the volume's not really there, but we also run the ball, so, kind of makes sense. We had 2 rushing touchdowns as well, so you throw those in the the passing category, it looks a lot better. Patton, though, 123 yards and a touchdown. Douglas, 8 for 80. He was super clutch. Faulkner really didn't have much going on, either did Stevenson or Baker, but Patton, what a game for him. Looking at the sack numbers, Barmore had a couple of clutch sacks that really meant nothing because they scored a touchdown anyways. Gamble with a sack, McDonald with a sack. No picks, clean kicking. I mean, it was just a tough game, back and forth, and we win by 2. Redeeming himself on that little shot to the sideline, dropping the ball, but Patton catching a deep in and taking it is exactly where he needed to. Fought as much as he could. We had enough time. You know, if he didn't fight for what he fought for there, it would have been, you know, something in the 60s probably. What a game. I mean, I don't know how you beat that going against the Chargers in Week 11. All right, head on to Week 11 against the Chargers. We obviously stopped our 3-game losing streak with 2 impressive last-second wins against 2 really good conference opponents. Let's take a look if we have any breakouts. Still basically no breakouts. You know, Patton has been playing pretty well lately, and I thought maybe there's a chance, hey, maybe he gets a breakout or something, you know, 122 yards last week, and the clutch game winner, really, on that catch and run. But unfortunately, not enough. Gets that second touchdown of the season, but still far away from, you know, a truly great season as a rookie. If we can get him to 1,000 yards, that would be great, but, yeah, kind of falling behind a little bit on that as we've already got 9 games in. You know, that's more than half. Yet we're slightly over half to 1,000, and, you know, with Polk, whenever he returns, you would assume that the production would drop a little bit, but we'll see what happens, as obviously we're facing off against a Chargers team now that might look a little different because of all their, you know, great players being regressed a little bit, maybe even retired. As you can see, you know, the Chargers have no injuries, but, you know, Mack is on our team, so you already have one guy that we know who, you know, was a really big contributor to them that won't be playing, at least for their side. Maybe he can get in there and get a sack himself. But, of course, looking at their team, you have Justin Herbert at the QB1 spot. Running backs, they have J.K. Dobbins still as their starting running back. Wide receivers, Ladd McConkey and Joshua Palmer. They're good with Troy Franklin at number 3. Just nobody's really developed into a true number 1 type yet. Although I think Ladd McConkey is pretty well on his way, especially considering how young he is. 10-1. They need a new tight end for sure. They don't really have anyone that can stretch the field. Slater's an amazing left tackle. Zion Johnson's a pretty good left guard. Center's all right. Right guard's decent. Right tackle's amazing with Joe Alt. So tackles are going to be really hard to penetrate. Lull. Landry Morris, left end, superstar with 93 finesse, 86 block shed, 82 power move. He looks amazing already, and he's only 22. Kuntz on the other side, however, not so good. Defensive tackles, really not great either. I'm already going to project inside running is going to be our strong suit this week. And is this not supposed to be a 3-4? Why the hell do they have Anzalone as their starter? I don't even know, but I suppose their best starter would be D'Angelo Malone anyways. So cornerbacks, number 1's great. Number 2, though, liability without a doubt. They got to just start the youth because those 2 guys, I mean, number 2 and 3 are not great. Gilman, not that fast, but pretty damn good in coverage. And then Derwin James also regressing, but still pretty damn solid. Kicker's really good, and punter is decent. Taking a look at what we're going to focus on is they don't run the ball well, and I think the last time we played them, they didn't even run the ball at all. Like, we got them to stop running the ball pretty early on in that game. Let's take a look at maybe going short, because they got a lot of route runners rather than, like, vertical threat type of guys. And then, yeah, as expected, their run defense is a problem. Landry Morris is apparently their best run defender, but he's an edge rusher, so I'm not really sure what's going on. Actually, no, he's not an edge rusher. He's an interior guy. This team is all skewed up with their scheme. They don't know what they're doing. As far as, you know, the focus players, Cobb's back. I guess he starts again. We're going to just put these guys as our focus guys still. And we have 1 upgrade points for Mr. Trent Beasley, who's been okay. He hasn't really taken that next level step, but I mean, stepping into the middle linebacker 1 role is a tough one, and I think he's done an okay job at it. And here we go for a rainy game. Dee Patton talking about last week. 1 touchdown, 123 yards. Catching that one-handed in the rain is crazy, though. And then obviously looking to the other side, that offense of the Chargers, a little underrated, especially when you have one of the best tackle groups in the league. You're going to get a little bit longer to throw, and with having decent route runners, even if they're not good vertical threat guys, that's all it takes. Some good route runners with some solid hands, which is what they've got. And with the time they might have in this game to throw, this could be an underrated offensive game for their side, and then we'll see what happens with us. Obviously, we run the ball well, pretty well, you know, much every game. But wins it this Chargers team, wins it Joey Bosa and company, they actually get off the edge quickly. It forces inside, and the linebackers are able to clog the lanes, and who knows? We'll see what happens here, but one thing's for certain. I'm hoping our run game is actually good. We'll see what happens. Not going to find out right away, as we are going to be kicking this thing off first in the rain. It's a tough one, you know. We haven't really had weather so far this season, so it's the first kind of test with those weathery games. Almost close enough for a snow game, really. It must have been really like on the borderline of being snow. Let's take a look at Justin Herbert. Looking at his numbers, 17 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, 2,500 yards. It's pretty good numbers, about 66% completion percentage as well. All right, here we go. Looks like a run to start, and it will be. We can't get out there, but we hold our own pretty well, and they only gained 2. Dobbins last week, 78 yards with 3 rushing touchdowns. If I'm not mistaken, that's the exact amount of rushing touchdowns Ramondre has on the entire season. And I know, we always make it about us, but when you're talking about the best running back in the league has the same amount of touchdowns on the year as their guy just had in a week, you know, that kind of worries you. And really good job by Jelani Tavai to stop that run that had a chance to go. They're running heavy. We talked about how last time they didn't really run the ball at all. They're not following that trend this time. Let's move them over in case it is inside zone, because we are not over there. And we get caught up, and that is a wide open lad. McConkey caught in stride. McKenzie beat off the line, and it's a massive vertical threat touchdown by McConkey. Talked about they don't have vertical threat guys, and what exactly happens? We bring the blitz, couldn't get there in time. McKenzie on the press gets cooked, and the Chargers score a touchdown right away on a huge play down the field. Perfectly thrown ball. I mean, he gets absolutely destroyed, and he is stumbling hard. He really shouldn't be getting pulled away from. You know, McKenzie should be in line. All right, our special teams is pretty good last week. Harper's going to get another chance at it. Got a nice couple of returns last week. Not going to find much here, but gets almost to the 30. Good effort. We've seen Justin Herbert's numbers, which only improved after the last drive. Let's take a look at Drake May's numbers now, which they've gotten a little better over the last few weeks. 21 touchdowns, 6 picks, 24-41. That's a great season. Trying to keep those turnovers down as much as possible, but it's hard. We get a little excited sometimes. And we're going to get a run. Don't know what happened with the guard there. We're only going to get 2. Last week, Stevenson, 118 yards. Final drive of the game didn't really, the second to final drive of the game didn't really get that many rushing yards in there. Felt like we were at 118 for a while. We got Stick. I'm looking at Douglas. Oh, there we go. Because of Douglas, Baker is going to have himself a massive one, too, for 70. The biggest play of the season for us, without a doubt. I was watching Douglas, and because of that, saw Baker get in behind the defense for a massive play. 70-yard touchdown. Blown coverage. Derwin not there in time, and we strike back with a big play of our own. First down doesn't treat them super well. We've got ourselves a lot of players in the backfield here. Kind of caught off guard here. I don't know what to think about this. Got a lot of linebackers, though, and because of it, they only gained 2. I'm not really sure what they're thinking. They really do look like a team that doesn't know how to run the ball, even though they had a great game last week. They really just do. And we're trying to run deep in behind the defense. I mean, there's nobody there. Somehow Herbert, and he's still going. Really late hit. That should have probably been a penalty. 22-yarder for Herbert with that much time to throw. All right, they're coming back out in it. Got to be careful. McConkey's already beat us over top in the press once. And it will be a play action. We're not going to get there. It's perfect coverage downfield, though, and that's going to be a coverage sack. Blasted by Uche. Marte Mapu, the first one there. Couldn't bring him down. Unbelievable coverage across the board, especially from Gonzalez deep on McConkey. And the teamwork of the blitz gets there. Herbert should have got out of there sooner, though, because he actually had a lot of time to throw considering the blitz, but I suppose he only had 2 receivers out. Yeah, this coverage was crazy. Sure, he kind of had that to the left side, but McKenzie's so big and fast that the depth of that target, I mean, we could easily undercut that. And then obviously Gonzalez is running the route for the receiver downfield. Once again, they're going to bring this heavy formation. I'm not really sure how they're going to do a whole lot of damage through the air with this, and it's because they're not. They're going to run the ball. They're going to gain 6, I guess. Going press man, we got a lot of trust in these corners. Uche. Oh, it's behind. Good teamwork. That could get him a field goal, but we were kind of willing to let up, something like that. Oh, they're going to go for it. 7-all. I don't know about this. Mack is in. Imagine Mack makes the play out of the outside. Oh, no, that's going to be a touchdown. No, it's not. Dobbins not as fast as I thought he was going to be. To the 10. I can't believe we were on him and we just didn't bring him down. Dobbins just carried hard there. It was a good decision, though. Caught me off guard. I was not expecting a run at all. Back of the end zone. He can't hit that. He can't. Justin Herbert's insane. Perfect throw to the back of the end zone. We were a little too shallow because I thought it was just going to be like a kind of simple out, but he kind of faded his way into the back of the end zone there, and with pressure, we couldn't get there in time. Of course, they don't even let us jump. I don't know why we didn't at least try. Perfect throw, touchdown. Bolden on the return, obviously a very fast player as well. And we don't really get a great block from Harper, but we get to the 29. Trap play, which is always super hit or miss for us. We switch the trap, I was about to say, because I kind of like the way this is lined up on that side as Ramondre gains 5, maybe 6. I'm going to go with outs. I don't want to say this is a predetermined Patton. It's not a predetermined Patton. Wow, wide open is Faulkner, and somehow we missed the throw. Wide open. Thank God we didn't hit that throw that poorly last game. Not that it was that throw specifically, but you know what I mean. It's a pretty good pickup on Stevenson, who catches a tough one. Oh, look at Stevenson cutting inside, finding a bunch of space at the 50. I mean, the throw is good. You want, the receiver should want the ball to be out, to his hands rather than to his chest. Well, I guess the chest is fine too, but to the stomach area, it's a little easier to catch. You can keep your stride going. It's a little outstretched, but it's good enough. And even though they got all these players up, I still believe in the run. We hesitated a little bit, but it works out as we gain about 6. Their linebackers are slow to the punch. Back to the ground again. Oh my, we just didn't block. We had 2 guys that just didn't block on the interior. We got the wheel for Baker. Then, of course, we have the crosser for Douglas. Oh, I'm glad that ball didn't get out there. I did aim to the left side, but I think that might have been picked. Guy jumped that really nicely. All right, we got the deep in from Baker. And we're not going to be able to hit that. Oof, right to the defender, too. Ooh. Field goal attempt from 54 yards out. Joey Sly's pretty damn clutch, but this is going to be tough in the rain. Misses by a little bit, and they're gonna penalize you. I think it looks pretty good to me. And wow, that barely gets over that crossbar. Great kick. Another drive that starts off with incomplete pass on first down. Starting of the second quarter. Hasn't seemed to slow them down in the past. Ringing the heat, and they just pick it up perfectly. Our guys are so slow to the punch. Jabril just looks so out of it this season. Not only is he just not covering well, but he's just getting outran by like everybody. We should have maybe traded him for somebody. Start Nick Cross at least. Good job, Beasley. Gain of only 1. Perfectly fine with picking someone up with Peppers because he's not going to make the play on his own anyways. At least if he lets someone else get in free, they can make the play. I mean, it's not good when he's like the same speed and excel as like Beasley. And that will be a throwaway. Good coverage for once. Overload blitz on that side. Kind of want to drop Uche. To the outside. Beat is Jabril. Can't bring him down. Johnston thankfully falls out of bounds or steps out of bounds. Can't just trust Jabril to do anything at this point. And I knew that was going to happen. What a hit by Gamble. That ball, if that isn't a perfect hit, that he's slipping off into the end zone with his size. So we actually have a chance here from the 2. If not, though, that'll be 3 straight touchdown scoring drives for the Chargers. Good job by Barmore. Get some help to make it a loss of 2. Barmore usually doesn't get the job done, but sometimes he can make a play. And he does hand it off. We were supposed to be there. That was a good fake out. I thought it was going to be like kind of sprint out play to the right. I guess not really a sprint out play, but a read option. We're going to take Douglas, who will slip off the tackle. Oh, look at Douglas go! It's got room! Douglas for 70! Wow! You got to play to the whistle. Little man like him, you're like, our guy will tackle him. He's got him wrapped up. And, you don't finish the play, and this is the kind of thing that happens. And he spins out of it. They just don't wrap up. I mean, he tried to, gives him like a weak little shoulder check. Douglas plays bigger than he is. 2 70-yard touchdowns for us in this game. And I know there's like some analytics that tell you not to go for this, but I'm going to go for it. I'm going to get it out of the way right now. Whether we get it or not, doesn't matter. And we do get it. Perfect play. Down by 3. They've learned from their mistakes. It'll be 2nd and 7 after a 3-yard play. Stepping back. Oh, that can be picked. It will be. Finally. Beasley stepping up with the interception. It was feeling like the Chargers could do no wrong. 3 straight touchdown drives. Is that Bosa not even a superstar or X Factor, by the way? Not that it seems to matter. What a move by Stevenson, who's still fighting. Oh, my Lord, bouncing off to the 21. I thought we were going to go again. Let's see how they play this. I mean, they look like they're not covering him. I thought last sec. Patton! Jump ball! I thought they were going to cover that outside, so I was like, you know what? I'm going to high point this thing. Dee Patton. Jumper on Gilman, who's not a short guy himself. Maybe we can do no wrong. Perfect play. Giving our guy a chance at it. And that ball is perfectly thrown. Oh, my. Dee Patton, are you kidding me? Saved last week's game. Comes up with a big touchdown this week. Quick throw. It's a really good setup play. Huge hit by Gonzalez. Isn't good enough to finish it, though. Lab McConkey, 94 yards on 3 catches. Everyone's getting involved, though. 70-yarder to Baker for a touchdown. 70-yarder for Douglas for a first down. For a touchdown. A touchdown to Patton. If Faulkner gets a touchdown in this one, we got all the big receivers scores. It's been a while since we've seen a game like this. 3 touchdowns in the first half for Drake May. We love it. Oh, that was a good fake out. What a play by Beasley, though, who's having himself a game, too. Like, genuinely, does anyone know where Beasley came from there? He just came out of nowhere. I was like, oh, that was a huge play. I was like, why are we able to get in here without them stopping us? Oh, screen pass. Oh, we get blocked. Please. Good hit by Gonzalez. It's 4th and 1. What are they going to do? I am shocked. Okay, it's a 2-minute warning. Maybe they're going to change their mind here. Like, this is a tough one because if you go for this, you not only have a chance to get it and score, but you also take away our chance to score. But if you punt this, you give us a chance to score anyways. So it's like, you know, how much do you trust in your offense versus your defense, right? Both sides. The offense looks pretty good. The defense doesn't. Ramondre, 3 touchdowns like we talked about, but almost 1,000 rushing yards already. There's no way the analytics don't tell you to go for it there. Like, there's just no way. Patton, we'll see how he plays it. Gilman's not that fast. And I wanted to throw it over there, but I couldn't. Drake May for about 11. We'll say it was a pretty damn good punt, but we've already kind of gotten out of that situation already. We'll go to Patton. Had a bunch of different guys. Oh, there goes Patton. Look at the speed. Let's call a timeout. But yeah, what I was going to say is we had a bunch of different players there kind of getting open at different levels and didn't really know who to throw to. And last second, I was like, Patton. This guy over here covering 2 routes at once. Still a pretty good play for Faulkner for 8. Yes, that's great. 6 for, yeah, sweet. There's only a minute left in the half, buddy. Like, showing these celebrations. You know what? They're way off on that side. Look how many people are on the right side. Didn't really get the blocks we were hoping for, but we do get a first down. As long as that field goal is under 60 yards, I still feel good about Joey Sly almost every day of the week. Faulkner is going to set up a lot of that. Oh, I thought he was going to bunny hop his way into touchdown or something. Clock's running, but we still have a chance. And even take the go route. Douglas actually is wide open. Falls down from the 14-yard line. No more timeouts, but I think you got to at least try to go for it. Baker, he's a tall enough dude. Is there somewhere I can move Patton, though, to make this a little bit better for us? I mean, I don't know what I feel about this. Let's see what we got. Let's throw it away. Good throwaway. I thought we were going to freaking get sacked there. 31-yarder. I think we played that about as well as physically possible. Maybe not as physically possible, but we played it well, simply put. 28-21 with ball at half. Assuming we don't, mess this up. Is the squib kick a thing? Deep kick? I'm going to do this. I don't know what a deep kick is, but I'm going for it. Damn, that thing's gone. They're actually going to go for a Hail Mary here. This is kind of crazy. I have no timeouts to audible either. They actually have a chance at this. Like, we're not really that. Oh! Jelani Tavai too busy watching his guy. It's fair enough. It's fair enough. Good defense, though. We actually got some pretty quick pressure there in a situation we weren't ready for. I did not think they were going to go for a Hail Mary 70 yards away in the rain, but they did. And they actually had a chance. Thankfully, we dropped all the way back. 7-point lead so far, playing a more consistent first half over the last 2 weeks. And, of course, we see a division rivalry matchup. None for us going forward, but the Jets, 17-7. Dolphins kind of, climbing back a little bit. What are they, like 2-4, 2-5 at one point? 4-5 now, but looking like they might drop another one into that loss column against the Jets of all teams. Not a good one for them. The Lions versus the Giants, and the Lions are taking care of business 21-0 over the 3-6 New York Giants. Lions going to try to jump to 6-4. Let's take a look at the Bills, hopefully, which we will, against the Houston Texans. The Bills taking care of business so far, too, up 10 against a team really similarly built and obviously record-wise to them. Looking at that handoff to Dobbins, going to roll into the end zone, and then Herbert, a lot of time to throw just as he's being hit, just flick of the wrist, downfield to a wide-open Ladd McConkey. Can we see any of our highlights, though? Okay, I guess we're not winning the game. Okay, sweet. Going to run the ball inside even though we really haven't needed to or wanted to, and then we're going to still stop the short pass even though they've had a couple of shots. All right, here we go with Bolden. And there's going to be a handoff to Patton, who's going to try to do something crazy with it. Gets to the 25. That reverse hasn't quite worked. It just hasn't quite worked. We'll still throw it out there every once in a while. We're going to have to take a really bad throw to Baker. Pretty damn good blocking, though, all things considered. Just didn't hit the throw. And I'm not going to get that throw wide open, Patton. I mean, I got to give them credit. They didn't want us to run the ball to start the second half, and they've done enough to force me out of it. And Baker wide open. Perfect throw as we're being hit. Baker having a pretty good start to this game. I will run it with Stevenson. There's no way. Yeah, I was about to say, there's no way you're taking him one-on-one. See how they want to play this? Because they might actually, they might come up. We're running away. And we took way too long to throw that ball. I don't know why I didn't just throw it the moment I got open. I honestly think a part of me wanted to throw to Patton instead because it was an easier throw, so I kind of got conflicted. Nobody on Faulkner, but it's hit off the line. We're going to have to punt this. 4 yards is far from guaranteed. 2 plays in a row where we gain 0 yards. Something like that could easily happen again. Hits the offensive lineman's head. I like this punt. Ugh, I don't love it. I did say I like it. I don't love it, but it's a good punt to the 9. Gamble off the edge. Obviously, we're going to move him over because we have all of our players kind of on the other side. We step up with Beasley, and wow, it's just... Thanks, Barmore, for helping. It is sucks because when players come in to, tackle a guy, they don't pull. They push them forward and land on them. And Beasley does a good job. Nobody's going to help him, though. This could still be a loss. It's not going to be. It's still going to be a first down. Beasley, the first one of the punch every time, but everyone around him keeps failing to help. Oh, it can be picked again, and it is! Beasley, score this. Your defensive player of the week, ladies and gentlemen. Trent Beasley. Got an upgrade point to start the game. I think he's going to have an upgrade point after the game as well. 2 interceptions, 2 baits. This time for a touchdown. Jumped in front of that one and had some room to run. Takes it back for 6. Beautiful play. Keep up the pressure. The Chargers have just imploded. 3 straight scoring drives, and now they can't even keep the ball. Peppers, thank you. I don't know why Jabril's pushing him violently, but sure, do what you got to do. Oh, I did not expect him to cut back. Decent lane there, I suppose. But yeah, they don't need to do much. Just don't overthink it. Don't turn the ball over, and they're right back into it. Oh, never mind. There's another turnover. McKenzie's got speed. McKenzie catches the edge, and it's a back-to-back pick 6 drive. Justin Herbert's folding. This is the most interceptions we've had in a game in I don't even know how long. At least a season. Greedy McKenzie this time, jumping in front. And that could be the dagger. All right, 3rd and 2. Beasley covering another linebacker, or a tight end, which is obvious. Oh, I did not see that as a handoff. Beasley catching him up from behind to the 41. I really thought that was a play action. I kept running. Higbee with an injury. Could be the secret blessing in disguise for them as they see these tight ends, and he just starts unleashing. And he's thrown 2 picks to them already. Can't get off the edge. Job by Gonzalez. That was pretty easy. Herbert's not slow, but he's also not elite fast to where he can create too much off of those plays. Dropping over the middle. That's Jabril. There you go. I don't know what the actual hell Herbert's doing, but he is completely sold the game. I don't know how you go from dotting everything up, flicking the wrist for 70-yard touchdowns, to just throwing wildly at the other side. Patton. Could be a huge play to Patton. It's a great throw. Patton in the secondary. This Chargers team is folded. Oh my. They've just completely collapsed. That's our third 70-yard touchdown today. We have had 0 70-plus yard touchdowns on the entire year to that point. And they got a freaking lineman in motion. Look at Beasley. Oh, Beasley can't. Where is the help, though? Good strip attempt. Beasley slows the entire play to a halt, and nobody's getting off their blocks. Beasley running in there against a freaking lineman, doing a great job, and nobody helps. Oh, he actually will hand it off. Huge hit by Jelani. Let's try to stop them from, breaking off of every tackle, if you don't mind. The game's, literally won. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. That should have been a number 4 or 5? I think 5. And we're not even a good defense. We really aren't. We've been giving up points left and right. Right over the middle. Proving once again we are not a good defense. Fourth quarter, it's a 28-point lead. I mean, really, the next you're going to see from the offense is backups. And hell, we're going to give Mack a chance to sack his former quarterback. Imagine he gets in there right away. Oh, I thought he was going to take the corner shot. Gonzalez, perfect D. 20th ranked pass defense today, this season. 187 yards allowed today, which is not bad. Considering 70 of those are on one play. It's pretty damn good defense, especially considering where we rank. Stepping up with Gamble, right into the arms of Cobb. All right, a little bit of man coverage. Let's see if Mack wants to get in there. I'm going to go with Barmore. Not going to get a push. Try to swat, and that's going to be picked off too! Dial breaking off the tackle, trying to the 6-yard line. Number 5 on the day. Justin Herbert, what are you doing? I don't care what kind of season start he's had or, them being okay or not. It doesn't matter. This is an unacceptable performance from him, and the fans should be, well, I guess it's a home game for us, but if there's any fans still left out there of the Chargers in this stadium, they should be booing. Of course, we got all of our backups in, so we'll see what happens. That's wildly overthrown. Almost picked off in the first play. Alan Lazard playing tight end. Let's see what he can do over the middle. Maybe. Oh, wow. That is a wide... Another really bad throw by Joe Milton, though. I was say that's a wide open Virgil, but that's going to be a punt. And, of course, the Chargers get a 16-yard touch on the one time we're not on the field. 3rd and 7. We're going to actually run a curl route for Virgil. It's a pretty good throw and a great catch by Virgil. That's the kind of play I want to see from the backups. Extending the drive, even though it's supposed to be Harper here instead of Douglas. Mitchell gains about 5. Mitchell back to the ground. What a spin move. Fights his way for 4. See if Terrace Marshall wants to get involved. And he will. Terrace to the 10. Easy way to get him involved. Little bubble screen. Try to hit him with their own medicine. Little end around. Oh, there goes Virgil. Oh, good try on the cut. Gains 3. We can get punch one in for Mitchell. That'd be great. Tries to cut it in. Gets about 5. It's pretty hard read option to read because, there's so many players out there. Even if you make the right read, they might still... Yeah, I mean, you can't really tell what the hell's going on there. Let's put this team to the test. See if we can waste enough time to just call the game here. See if the blocking can block that long. I doubt it, but you never know. And with a second left on the play clock, Joe Milton. He's still scrambling. Joe Milton. And 1 second left. That was really close to wasting all that clock, though. 8 seconds. Not bad. But considering they're willing to do a pointless Hail Mary, you never know. It's probably worth having that 1 second. Might be able to get a pick. Or almost... Oh, wow. He catches it underneath, of course. Almost a safety. Anyways, they're going to win the game 49-28. A very impressive win, especially the way we've played over the last, month. But very impressive, obviously, as we lose 3 in a row, and then we win 3 in a row against pretty good teams. On paper, pretty good teams, well-coached teams, and ultimately we're going to, solidify ourselves back in that number 1 divisional spot for this this AFC East division. But yeah, definitely our most complete good game, really. Defense, we had a bunch of interceptions, and offensively, we had a bunch of huge plays. Looked really bad early on, though. They got us down, 21-10 at some point? And then we scored, I don't even freaking know, 30 unanswered, something like that. And, yeah, Justin Herbert just started making mistake after mistake, and we took advantage. Just take a look at the numbers, though. Drake May, 331 yards on only 10 completions with 4 touchdowns. Herbert threw 5 interceptions. Rushing, Dobbins, who got hurt, had a way better game than Stevenson, but that's because they keyed in on that run so much that they left the pass game open. Baker, 92 with a touchdown. Patton, 113 with 2 touchdowns. Douglas, 94 with a touchdown. I mean, they let us really do what we wanted in the pass game. Defensively, Mapu and Uche with a combined sack. 2 picks for Beasley, 1 for Dial, 1 for Peppers, 1 for McKenzie, and a win for the Patriots. We got a couple of upgrade points. Let's take a look at DeMario Harper, who obviously, even as just a pure return man, is a weapon. Playmaker gives him a chance to become a bigger weapon with potential juke ability ratings. 1 to spin move. That was really all there is there. He's still far away from being a truly good wide receiver. That catching is brutal. Gonzalez, though, had himself a really good game for once. Let's go with man coverage, man-to-man. Puts him now as a 92 overall. 1 to zone, 1 to man, 1 to press, 1 to tackle. I mean, those are all kind of the ratings we're looking for. So if we're going to keep getting those, I'm going to keep going for those. And then Booth, he really doesn't get to play much, but man-to-man for him as well. Comes in really for blocking the field goals. 2 to man coverage, actually pretty good. His press man is actually not bad. He's a really good, veteran depth guy, so glad that he is on the team. Regardless, though, those are going to be the games for today's episode. We have the Vikings and the Broncos next. Interesting NFC opponent there. And then the Broncos, I imagine they're still kind of in poverty level here. But 7-3, bounced back a bit. We were 4-3 at one point, obviously, and there we go with a little bit of a win streak. Right in the tail of the Baltimore Ravens, who obviously we have that tiebreaker over. So we'll see how this season's going to end. But if you guys enjoyed this one, maybe leave a like, subscribe if you're new. Hopefully I'll be freaking not sick by the time the next episode is out, which could be Monday or Tuesday, who knows. Yeah, but leave a like, subscribe if you're new. If you're not new, I do appreciate continued support on the channel. Follow me on Twitter, Jeromepkr. Second channel, PK Plays for non-Madden content. Been doing a little bit of Black Ops 6. Don't know if there'll be a video today. Probably would have been one yesterday. And yeah, that's about it. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you guys come back for next video. But until next video, see ya. And once again, shout out to the members of the channel. I appreciate you guys a ton. And if you guys out there who aren't members want to join, click the join button next to the subscribe button. And, all the details will be in there regardless. See ya.